Hello, this is Xavier. Here's with the end of the day update. Let me remind you that trading is risky. We're not responsible for losses, option assignments, substantial loss of capital, option exercise, margin call, Fed call. We have no responsibility whatsoever for any financial decision you make. The following video is for educational purposes only, based on indicators that our program, which we use as guidelines for our own trading. Please consult with a financial advisor if you're unaware of the risk, rules, obligations, and trading of stocks, commodities, and options. Without taking out of the way, we're closing the day today. So far, it's been a pretty good day. However, it seems like we may be close to losing money and getting a sign. So this is the reason why I wanted to do this video. Now, the problem with getting a sign is like you have a horrible weekend. So here in this case, I'm selling two puts for booking holdings, and this is a very expensive item. So if this keeps dropping a lot, this is the part where we're in the money. Even by 1 cent, you can get a sign. So this is the part where this is the least part of trading options that you don't know what's going to happen 15 minutes after the bell close. So all you can do is forecast the Elliott oscillator, Elliott indicator. I keep saying it, oscillator. It's forecasting that this stock will go as low as $1,760 in the next day. So that's pretty much $1,000 loss that I could take here. I need to make a decision quick. The market closes in exactly 6 minutes. So this is why we use indicators. We don't see a lot of, there's a lot of selling here. There's a lot of, I don't know what happened with this stock. The SPY was not doing anything special. It was fine up until 1 hour ago, and then it suddenly started dropping. It dropped 82, almost like 14 points for no reason. And right now we're getting very, very close to a sign. It's already given us a $78 profit today. So this is one of the things that in the next 5 minutes I have to make a decision. We're running the intraday chart 1 minute, and then even with all the indicators here, like I see a lot of selling here. The volume, especially in the last bars, like I don't like what I'm seeing. There's a lot of red. Like a horror movie. So yeah, we don't know exactly what happened. Nothing was. It was moving nice and slow, up, down. So in the next few minutes, we will have to close it. Now, how do we close? How do we close stock? The only thing we have to do is, if you don't want to get a sign, here I have two puts which are negative, which means obligation. So I sold them for 93 times 2, so $186. So if I buy them again, I could try buying it for like $50 each, so I would still get a profit of $100. But this would probably not work. We're very close right now. We're exactly closing in 4 minutes. So right now I'm gonna make a decision, which is, I hope I don't regret it. I think that even if it drops, there's not enough time right now. I think we're $1. We are $1.45 above. So at this point, selling this would be too difficult. But we're not deep in the money. We're not here, which at this point would be horrendous. I have 1,760. So I have the right to sell at this price. So I don't think it's gonna drop more than here. With E-Trade, they would automatically exercise your put. So I could lose a lot of money, like the whole week of trading pretty much, if this keeps dropping. So that's the reason why we have to We have alerts, we have indicators. I was going to enjoy my lunch. Thank God the Uber Eat guy completely went to the wrong address. He was rude, hang up the phone on me. So I was supposed to be eating now, but my alarm triggered. It triggered actually right here around 20 minutes ago, and it let me know there was an issue. Immediately I changed the alarm from 2 minutes to 1 minute. It's a lot of work that you have to do. I placed another alarm at 75%, and then I placed another. I changed all the alarms so they can trigger in 1 minute. So this is the one of the reasons why TradingView is not a nice software website that I have because it has nice drawing tools or something. I use it exclusively for the alarms. I wish it would have a better programming system. The market is going to close in the next 60 seconds. I do have the Elliott forecast forecasting a pretty bad day. I don't know what happened with this stock. It was fine when I placed the trade. It kept dropping, and one of the things that you have to think when you measure options, like you really have to think of the probabilities. The probabilities of the stock closing lower than this was, I believe it was like 7%, and it still hit here. And that's one of the reasons why I like to use the compression for options, because with compression for options we have a way to know the real probabilities. So if you want to subscribe to a good service that has good indicators, probabilities, I would say this is your like one of the best places you can get. I can log in here. So the probability is 1,767. So if I want to know what was the probability for this, all I would have to go is here, go to the histogram, measure the model, and then put the expiration today, and then 1,767. 7,067. So the probability of this thing getting on the spot was, according to the theoretical probability, 3.43%. According to his measure probability, it was 2.75%. The market just closed, and I don't think it was a sign. I don't think that thing is going to move a lot in the next 15 minutes. It's definitely, if you don't like to act quick, trading options can also be like day trading. You have to do a lot of quick, sudden decisions. As I was filming this video, I saw these two arrows. So the Elliott indicator showed, no, actually 3, 4. So I think that somehow here it found resistance. This is why I could never trade without technical analysis. Technical analysis gives us an edge. It will tell us exactly what it would see, and then if it's pulling up or pulling down. This indicator was designed specifically for day trading for options. So if you can see, if I have the it's a completely different indicator. It behaves very different. Here it tells you essentially where it thinks it's going, the highest and the lowest value. So it's forecasting a drop. It closed at 1,769, but it's forecasting a close of 1,700 up to 1,759. So this is as low as it will go on Monday. But then for the intraday, it was indicating that there's some resistance here. So the reason why I didn't pull the trigger and I didn't try to buy back the option was because of the technical analysis. The Elliott zigzag told us that even though this was a significant drop, there was a lot of I don't know if you've seen the Hoffman videos. Here, it's an indication that somebody did a rapid buying. So you would have to go below this to essentially see the price keep going down. This is like a nice tail. There was a quick action up. The indicator picked it up right away in the next bar, and then it picked it up here. Right now I could get a sign maybe in the next 10 minutes. I think probably getting a sign, it's almost non-existent. It could theoretically happen. If it drops like 2 points in the next few minutes, even though it's market after hours. If you trade with interactive brokers, these would have been automatically purchased back because they have an algorithm which predicts the movements in the next 15 minutes. So that's one of the benefits of having E-Trade. I don't necessarily like the commissions in E-Trade. I think they're absurdly high. But in this case, being on E-Trade, I think helped me because now I can enjoy a good profit. Here we can see the total profits for PKNG is 123, but then with expiration, I think we will reach our goal of $1,200 of total revenue this week. I think it was a fantastic week. I'm happy with how the market performed. I absolutely hate volatility like this, even with the best of tools. And look at what happened. What the Elliott indicator was showing us, like, these two guys are the reason why I didn't pull the trigger. And this tail here. Well, but this was scary also. But even though you have the best technical indicators and the best tools, this is unpredictable. Like, you just cannot do it. You cannot predict. You don't have time. So I created this video because I was very close to getting a sign. I really wanted to explain to you guys what's the thought process, like how quick you have to react, you know, how much money you're risking. And if you have all of that on place, you can make quick decisions. This is not fun for me when it drops like crazy, and then I wish I would. I have to do a lot of speculation, but I think being an option trader is knowing essentially how to speculate, and I would never be able to do it. When I started trading, pretty much I didn't really had a lot of indicators or knowledge, and this is the reason why I'm creating these videos, just to show that trading options is risky. It's not about getting in panic mode and buying back. It's about knowing with the use of indicators, with watching the news, seeing what's out there. Today is not a bear day, so there was no reason for this to happen. So I thought it would find some sort of support here. It found support for like a good 30 minutes, but then it went down again, and then so thankful it found support again. But at the end of the day, more than being thankful or lucky, it's about knowing programming good technical indicators, knowing exactly. You can never predict, but I do like this indicator, the Elliott indicator, because it will show you throw you forecast, and then we can also do forecasts for the intraday. So we can forecast minute per minute where it's going, and as you can see, it's very accurate. It kind of saved my week. It really made my week. Now I'm ready to enjoy the weekend, and I'm happy I'm not gonna purchase 100 of these guys, which E-Trade will automatically do it. Right now the option, I think, we're gonna close in the next 8 minutes. For some reason, there was a lot of buying here. As you can see, the volume profile. I will never understand exactly what goes behind the curtain in the stock market, like who buys that much. And it seems to me like it's a lot of computers like randomly selling for whatever reason, and then I wouldn't be surprised if this moves like that. It's been moving very. Look at what happened. This is the reason why I got into the trade, because the volatility was not that high. Actually, it was pretty low. Volatility was only 25, so I thought it was safe. But this video shows you that trading is risky, and if you don't have a good set of alarms indicators, you're just gonna lose money, because these drop happened in the last hour. But yeah, this trade, I'm gonna continue trading and booking holding. I think it pays a lot. I hope to God this won't happen to me. Like this was earnings though. So I think this seems like a good. I still, even though today was acted a little crazy, I still think we can do an iron condor next week. I hope I can make maybe 300, $250 next week with this stock. It depends on how many trades I take. I could take maybe two, three, four trades. But I'm not gonna do it. I think next week I'm just gonna do maybe one or two. Just because in the last few minutes, the stock showed me how rapidly it changed. So I'm not gonna go and buy 5 contracts of these because my stress would be this multiplied by 5. It's not good. But anyway, good week for us. Hopefully you like these videos. I'm gonna do daily videos. I really enjoy what I'm doing. I love trading. I think it's a profession with a lot of requires a lot of skills, a lot of rapid decision, but also it's very rewarding, and you can lose a lot of money, or you can also, if you're very disciplined and you know what you're doing, you can have a good amount of income. Lyft today suddenly had an improvement. We're not that red on Lyft anymore. So even if I take these loss, I think this week has been good. But more than anything, I want these videos to be like what's raw, what's real. I don't want to just promise you that you'll make a lot of money, and this is not like a payment system where you get paid every Friday and all that nonsense that you hear about options. Even though it could happen, like I'm proving you that you can have good returns. We've made more than $918. We made close to $1,200 by the time everything settles on Monday. This will be around 1,200. So yeah, you can make good money, and it's very exciting um, career or profession or whatever you want to call it. But it's not just like simple, and it's not easy. This is not for people that just want to put a trade and go to sleep and do nothing the next day. I'm ready to enjoy my lunch, and then I'm happy with what happened right now. It was stressful, but right now, pretty much, we got a good income. We profited around $370 today. So it's that's why also Fridays are my favorite days, because that's where a lot of the action happens for option traders. So thank you so much, and have a good weekend.